Hi everyone, it's Linnea for LDRS Creative, and I'm going to make a card using the Fruit Basket Bundle. This die set is absolutely adorable. I love layering dies, especially when they're simple like this. Most of these pieces are just two pieces that you layer together to create lots of different fruits, plus a little basket so you can build an adorable little card. So there are strawberries, two different sizes of strawberries that you can use to layer together. There is a lemon, and then there's a citrus slice that can actually, depending on what color you die cut from, can be an orange, a lemon, or even a grapefruit slice if you wanted to. Don't forget to flip over your packaging to the back so you can see an example of how everything looks layered together. The stamp set is absolutely adorable. Lots of punny sentiments that are super sweet. Things like love you so very much, you're a sweet friend, just really great sentiments to go along with this fruit basket set. There's also two embossing folders with two different patterns that you can use to bring some texture into your projects. And I'm going to be using one of those in today's video along with some inking to add extra color and dimension. So let's go ahead and get started. I have a piece of light blue cardstock, and I'm going to be using Bali blue ink on the inside of my embossing folder. Now when you open up your embossing folder, you're going to have two sides. One that you can feel a raised edge design, and then one where the design is more recessed. And you can ink either one of these sides, and I will be showing you both effects. But for this card, I wanted to ink the raised edges, and those raised edges that I'm applying the ink to, I'm just rubbing my ink pad all over. It's actually going to take that ink and press it into my card stock. Before I'm running that through my embossing machine, I'm going to first spritz it with a little bit of water. The water loosens the fiber in the cardstock, allowing me to get a deeper impression. Then I'm going to place my paper into my embossing folder and close it, being careful not to move that paper around so that the ink doesn't get everywhere. I just want it to be on those embossed lines. Then I'm going to follow the instructions on my die cutting machine to get an embossed look. And check this out. I wish you could see the dimension on camera because it really is amazing. You can see it from the back how those lines are pressed in, and because I added ink to the embossing folder, you get that extra design. So the one I just did is on the right. On the left is if I added ink to the smooth side of the embossing folder. So now instead of there being ink on the more intricate lines, the intricate lines are going to be left the color of the cardstock, and the ink is going to be on all of those other areas. So it's two different looks, really the reverse of each other. Both are amazing. You can do whichever one you like. I just really happen to like adding ink to the detailed areas. I think that has a better effect for the card that I was looking for. Now I'm going to go ahead and take a whole bunch of the die cut pieces from that fruit basket die set and layer them together. Easy peasy. Like I said, most of these are just two pieces I'm going to layer together, and I went pretty traditional for the colors here. So for the basket I did a light and a dark brown, the lemon I have a light and a dark yellow. In fact, the darker yellow is more of a brown almost, but since it's just peeking through those little dots, it's okay. For the strawberry, I have a kind of greenish yellow color cardstock. If you look at a strawberry in real life, the seeds are almost yellow, so that's why I went with that color cardstock for the background. But you could do a darker red if you wanted to, and have a tone-on-tone look for the strawberries as well. The cherry doesn't have any layering pieces, just the stem, so that was easy. And then the blueberries are going to go on this little stem piece here, the little branch. And I did cut my berries from two different shades of cardstock just for some variation, but you could cut these out of any color you want. You could even have them be purple for more like a little blackberry or something. You can make them any color you want. There's also little flowers that you see in my little dish that I've already cut. I cut from white cardstock, and then the pink centers are just easy peasy, layer those up with a tiny dot of glue. And then the leaves, you don't need any layering at all. Those are just going to be to tuck in behind my fruits. So now all my pieces are assembled, and you can check them all out here. Super easy to assemble. Everything's pretty self-explanatory with what goes where. But if you need a little assistance, don't forget to flip your packaging over to the back, and that'll give you a good idea of how the pieces are meant to look. So I went ahead and I trimmed my embossed panel down to 4 by 5 1/4 inches so it'll layer onto a white card base. And now I'm just going to start adding my fruits into my fruit basket. I'm having them peek out the top and just kind of overflow in that basket. It reminded me of when you're going to the farmer's market and you just grab a whole bunch of fruit and load up your basket. Once I have them in my basket, I added some adhesive to the back so that they're all adhered in there, and I used the Delicate Stitches scalloped rectangle dies, and I cut 2 of them and stacked them together to add a white scalloped frame. I thought that would look really cute along the outside border of my card. I stamped a sentiment from that sentiment set on white cardstock and just trimmed it out into a sentiment strip and added that off to the right side of my basket, and my card is finished. This hardly took any time at all to complete, and it's super cute. I love it, and I love these embossing folders and all the different techniques you can do with those to create gorgeous backgrounds. That's it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you again soon. Bye.